Tina from Shabbydabbydoodah. Welcome back to my channel. So we are going to do another episode in our Tagtastic series that we are running. So there is a challenge going on with this series, so do check out the trailer for all the details of the challenge, and I'd really be excited if lots of you guys join in for that. Yeah, it would be really exciting. So what are we doing today? We are going to make some hidden pocket tags. So I saw these over at Jessica on Paper Terrace on her channel. Now it's quite an old video, but I will try and find it again and link it below. So what are we going to make? Yeah, I have not made these. I've not made a prototype or anything, so it's going to be hit and miss really whether I manage to actually pull these off at all. But what I thought would be quite fun is I've got these, what do you call these? You know, the card blanks, when you buy the card blanks and envelope kits for if you're a card maker. So I thought we can make, or use these, sorry, inside. Now, when Jessica made these, she used index cards. I think these will work kind of, you know, just as well, really. So we probably want to cut these down because they're going to be quite large at the moment. So I'm thinking we probably want them longish, but narrowish. So I'm just going to trim them down on the sides. Okay, now we may have to amend these, you know, the sizings and things a little bit further, but let's just give this a try. So what I've got here, this is some of my French collection papers, and it's printed onto this lovely craft coloured card. I do love using the craft coloured card. It just kind of, you know, gives you a bit of a different look sometimes. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to back that onto some ivory cardstock. So I thought this would be, you know, a nice kind of different look really for a tag. So I may do, yeah, I may just cut it kind of like sections. So I'm going to cut it with the ivory card, if you see what I mean. So this one, it didn't quite print borderless, so I'm going to come over much wider than I want it to be because I will trim it down on this edge. So let's go in, let's go this wide. It's huge, it's huge. Yeah, you're probably all thinking, what is she thinking? That is way too big. Yes, it is way too big. You're absolutely right. So I'm going to go in here. Now, obviously, I'm going to have to trim this up quite a bit, but just as a kind of first stab, really. And like I say, I have not made one of these as a prototype, and I may regret that. But, okay. So that's going to be my tag. Now, I need to trim it down on this edge. So I'm going to quickly do that now. Just where the printer didn't print borderless. Okay, like that. Now, what she did, so she had used some Flower Fairy postcards for hers. But what she did was she glued her base, you know, her card onto the base. So I'm going to do that, but what she also did was cut her tag in half. So I'm going to do that first, I think. So yeah, I'm wondering, this needs to come down slightly because it's again not printed borderless. So I'm just going to take the bottom off of here. Okay, right, looking good. So then what I'm going to do, I'm just going to take this off here. Now, I'm doing it like this because she did it like this. We will see, you know, if this works for me, because I might not be the most accurate person for cutting. Oh, gosh, and I've cut that really wonky now. It probably won't really matter, to be honest. So we're going to go in like that. And then what she did was she just glued this onto her base. So I'm just going to take my glue and glue this down onto my base card. So just going around the edge, whoops, around the edge. Because what we're going to have is like a secret pocket where our piece of card is going to go in. So like this. Okay, now let's just dab that out. Okie dokie, like that. Okay, so, oh dear, like that. Okay. I will trim this up at the end, so, you know, if you're thinking, oh gosh, that looks terrible, I will be trimming this up because it was obviously sliding around a little bit when I was cutting it. So then what you've got your obviously bottom part of your tag, and then this is going to be our top part of the tag. Now she kept hers as rectangles because hers were postcards. I'm kind of thinking, to be honest, we could actually, yeah, we could have this as tag shape. I don't really see why we couldn't. So I think what I'll do is I will cut it like this. So one, and then we'll make our other corner, oops, here. Like I say, I'm winging this, and I maybe should have done an actual trial run, because I'm thinking, oh, this maybe is not going to be great, but let's see. So that's going to be my tag, and then what we need to do is slot this into this top portion so it pulls out from the bottom pocket. So by the looks of things, this needs to come in a little bit narrower. It definitely needs to be shorter. So I'm going to cut this portion now. Hopefully getting it accurate. I'm feeling very nervous now suddenly. Thinking, oh, I don't think this is going to work out quite so nice as hers. But anyway, so I'm going to just cut this down so it's narrower, and we'll just make it a bit shorter. Okay, and then this will be going in here. So I just need to check that this is going to fit into this bottom pocket, okay, because it's going to go like that. So that's, I guess, how to gauge how much of that to glue onto the pocket. Definitely needs to be at least there. So how do I want to mark that? Maybe like this. I'm probably making this way more complicated than it needs to be, if I'm truthful, but let's put this down. So like that. Okay. And into there. Oops. Like that. Okay. Right. Looking good so far. Oh, well, I hope it's looking good. I'm feeling, like I said, a little bit nervous about this, because you really should do prototypes, shouldn't you? But anyway, like that. And then we need to get our top part. So bearing in mind that I cut this against here, I need to kind of check that I'm doing this the right way around, because I could very easily... why did I not work out or check which way I was cutting this? I think it must have been that way. Was it that way, or was it this way? I think it was this way. Yeah. Okay, so I want to now glue this portion, this top portion, down completely onto that back section. So like that. I can remember seeing these, I think, when she actually first did them, and thinking, oh my goodness, they look awesome. And yeah, for some reason I didn't end up making them. I think I just wasn't really brave enough, but I really do like them. So it's kind of quite fun and quite exciting to give these a try today. Okay, right. So that is then our pull out top portion of the tag. So let's just check. That just slips in like that. Yay! There we go. Like that. And then of course we'll just cut the edges of the tag like that. Maybe have to trim this down slightly on the edge because it's a little bit, oh, not too bad actually if it moves over, but I just need to just trim that ivory from showing. It's just coming in from the, you know, the back piece. There we go. There we go. Oh my goodness, I'm really quite excited by this, to be honest. It's actually worked out, which is amazing. Like I said, I mean, I've not cut it the straightest. Yeah, definitely could do with improving my cutting skills. But how gorgeous is that? I absolutely love it. So let's have a go at another one, and then, you know, we'll kind of decorate some of these. So again, I'm going to use this same craft coloured card because it actually worked brilliantly for this. So which portion do we want to use? We could use this section, do here, here. I mean, we could have it sideways, but then that building sideways, that's very strange. We could have that. Gonna, I think, do it here. Right, so again, I'm going to just use this as a bit of a guide. Right. Okay. Because that was quite a good size tag for this, I think. Okay. Like that. Right, okay. So again, it's probably not very straight, but never mind. So I'll just try and straighten it up a little bit more. Okay, yeah. So I'm loving these in this craft coloured card. Aren't they gorgeous? Now, I did have all this craft coloured card, some sets in my shop, and they kind of sold really quickly. And then, to be honest, because I sold them in packs with also some printed fabric. But to be honest, it takes really quite a long time. It's not very quick printing out the fabric and things. So I just haven't got round to actually doing any more yet. So I do apologise, but it is my intention to, you know, to have it in there again. Right, so we want to cut down a pocket again. So I'm going to just cut it across here. Just going to try and do it sort of straightish. No, I've not made it straight again, but never mind. So I'm going to put that onto there. And then I'm going to, yeah, I think probably then cut that section off. Okay, so we want to put this on. I think probably my first effort was better where I cut around the entire rectangle, because now I'm going to end up with a bit of a risky, you know, possibility of cutting the top section too small. So yeah, I must try my very best not to do that. Okay, right, so that's my pocket piece, and then this will be sitting on the top. So I'm just going to line that up like that and just cut this down like this. Okay, just go up there. And just cut it across here. Okay, right, looking good. So what I need to do now is try and remember to keep this up the right way. So we're going to cut this off, going across there, and that's going to go like that. So what we now need to do is obviously pop this into here. We need to trim this down because it's significantly too wide. So like that. Let's just check how this looks now. And this works out perfect because obviously this is a craft coloured, you know, card pack. So it's just worked out really well because it's obviously, you know, the right colour for the pieces. Right, now how am I going to do this? So, oh, this is going to be, why have I done this? Let's just mark it there. Okay. That was so weird, wasn't it? Because I could have just turned that over and had the bit where I marked it, but for some reason my brain isn't working. So I find things like this a bit complicated. I don't know about you guys, but you know, that's part of the reason why I'd never made these. I, like I said, saw them ages ago, really liked them, but they just looked a bit too complicated to make, and I thought, I'm not sure how I'm going to get on with those. But I loved the effectiveness of them. You know, I thought they looked absolutely wicked. And yeah, really wanted to try them, but they just seemed like they were going to be a bit beyond my capabilities. And I'm not saying that they're not. They possibly are, but they definitely require a bit of concentration. So chatting away on a video and doing them is It's taking all of my concentration. Okay, right, so we turn this over and then we glue straight down, obviously around everywhere, because this is the top part, which obviously the top part all gets glued down like that. Okay, looking good, looking good. Oops, make sure that glues to the edge. Right, okay, pop this down here, down to the edge of that sort of ivory coloured card. Okay. Right, there we go. And yep, squish that down like that. Okay. Like that. Looking good, looking good. Right, so then what we need, what we need to do, get unstuck from the wipe. And then again, obviously trim around this. So we're going to cut that down there. Oops, just need to move that over slightly. Okay, a bit more trimming now. Now we've moved it over. Trim it down at the top. Trim it down, oops, here. And then I'm just going to check how it looks, whether I need to trim down those side bits more. There we go. Oh my goodness, I feel so excited that I've made these. Honestly, they're such cute and clever tags. So yeah, I mean, I'm not sure that Jessica watches my channel, if I'm truthful, but yeah, if you did stumble across it, Jessica, I just want to say thank you so much for this awesome inspiration. I absolutely love these. So that's those two. Let's do one in sort of a different type of paper. So I've got some here of my Claridge's paper. So maybe we'll do this side. Again, I'm going to just use this as a sort of guide because I quite liked how the size was on these. I think, you know, I think it worked out a good size. So do I want that bottom bit or do I want it up here? I think I want the bottom. Oops. So yeah, this is my Claridge's paper. So I'm just again going to cut this down like that. Okie dokie. And then down here. Okay, right. So that piece, yep, looking not too bad. And then again, bringing my ivory coloured card. I'm going to put this onto here. So again, want to obviously cut the pocket part. So yep, going to do it around about here. Now I have to say, you want to kind of cut your pocket quite high, because obviously that's going to determine how big you can allow your tuck-in piece to be. So I mean, obviously you want, you know, a good amount of journaling space, don't you? So you want to make your pocket reasonably high, I think. So if we put this one here, oh my goodness, way too wide still, way too wide. Oh gosh, which was the side I cut? I think that side, it looks a bit more wonky than the other side. Well, still looking wonky. No, that's not really improving. Oh dear, not improving. Okay, so like that. I will just cut it down slightly. Okay, oh, that's my son, hold on. So just taking that into there, like that, oops. So, and again, I'm going to, yeah, do I want to do this? I should have cut around the rectangle again, and just for some reason yeah, my mind went blank and I totally forgot to do that again. So let's just go around the three sides, trying to be sort of sparing with the glue, because obviously I don't want it, you know, closing that pocket down too much, if you see what I mean. So we'll pop that down there like that. Okay, and we'll just dab that glue out. Okay, like that. And on this side, yeah, that was my son saying hello to Bo, so she always gets the best welcome from everyone. Well, to be fair, she gives the best welcome of everybody as well. Right, okay, so I'm going to then put this down here so as I've got the guide again. You know, just roughly to be able to cut this out. Okay. This bit doesn't really matter, to be honest. You know, it's the width really that you want to try and get. Okay, that looks pretty nice, doesn't it? And then again, I'm going to cut this down. Okay, must again try and remember how that was. And this one, so I feel like this pocket's deeper than ever, so, you know, which is a good thing. But I could do with just trimming that down slightly more, because otherwise it's, you know, oh no, it goes a long way in, that one does. Look, so that's quite cool, isn't it? So we can just mark that there. Oops. So I'm just going to glue this one down here. I quite like having that craft coloured card on the inside. You know, I think it just kind of coordinates quite nicely. So, I mean, obviously, again, you can use, you know, whatever you like. But I think it's a good alternative if you've not got some index cards. I think that works quite well. So, oh, look, put down the straight edge tucked in, you know, glued onto here. And now my cut edge, which is not straight at all, is just looking ridiculous. So let's get that glue. Right, okay. So like that. Just going to cut this down because it looks rubbish. Okay. And then here I'm going to just cut this tag shape now. So 1 and 2. Does that look alright? Hopefully. So we then glue this one down here. Okay. Like that. Again, try and get it, you know, because we're trying to line up these edges, because obviously, you know, that should in theory be the same, you know, the same cut edge. So even if it is wonky, it doesn't matter because they're both wonky, if you see what I mean. So that's how it's going to then, oops, tuck into the tag. So, you know, in an ideal world, you do want to kind of like line them up properly. You know, like I say, it's not about wonky or not wonky. It's about, if it's wonky, you want it wonky on both sides of the tag. So, oops, I've just got a bit of glue coming out there. So I'll just wipe that off. Okie dokie. And then we'll just cut this one down. So you might not be thinking these are very complicated. It might have just been me. But if you were thinking they're complicated, or if you still are now, give them a go. They're really not that bad, to be honest, you know, and you will absolutely love them once you've made them. You know, I can just picture making a lot of these, actually. They're a little bit sort of addictive. Oops. There we go. Aren't they cute? I absolutely love them. So let's just make kind of 2 or 3 more and then we'll decorate them. So let's get rid of my bits to the side. Okay. Oh, sorry about that. Right, so I've dug out some more paper now as well. So yeah, oops, that was a thin piece of paper. So yeah, I mean, you want to obviously have thickish paper because you know, it's going to be sandwiched in. So it's technically got to be thickish paper because obviously at the front, at the bottom, is going to be a pocket. So I've got here some of my steampunk paper, and I might have to do this piece actually. And I've got this one from, again, my French collection, and this one from my what's this called? The vintage framed images, I think this one is. So yeah, let's kind of just do a couple of these. Again, just going to use this as a sort of template, just because it has worked out that it's just such a good size. Actually, I'm going to do it this side, I think. Yeah, it's worked out just a really good size for these. So, okay, let's do it this way around. I just wanted to do some that we've got then some really different looks from this craft card. You know, hopefully we've got then some good colour differences going on here instead of all of them looking kind of similar. So that one, and then let's cut this one. Might just go in, actually, do you know what, I'm tempted to go in here. I'll just hold this up to the light. Oh, I can't see through it, the paper's so thick. That was a bit ridiculous, wasn't it? I thought I was going to be able to see through, but I can't. So let's go here, I think. There. Yeah, let's go here. Okay. Oh my goodness. This is no doubt going to be moving around and I won't get this straight at all, but let's give it a try. Again, just take those corners. Don't you love this colour blue? It's such a vibrant, rich colour, isn't it? I mean, I know it's kind of like just a royal blue, isn't it? But yeah, I just really do love it. Looks very, very lovely. Okay, so not very straight with that one, but again, it's not going to really matter, to be honest, by the time we've decorated these. And then this one, I'm going to use this top portion so we get that lovely hot air balloon. So let's just pop this in. Oops. Like that. Okay. So yeah, all of this is 230 GSM and it's photo quality paper. So except for obviously the craft card, which is of course not photo quality paper, but it's 250 GSM, so it's, you know, again, nice and thick. Right, I'm going to just cut this down. So again, this is going to be our piece that we're, you know, having poking out from the pockets. Okay, so just going to take my pieces, and do you know what, I think, oh, it seems to have worked okay actually, so no, that's not very looking very straight, so let me just get this hopefully looking a little bit straighter down the edge. Okay, right, let's go across here. Okay, that one, and let's do this one. I mean, I've cut that completely wonky on the pattern, if you see what I mean, so completely, yeah, completely mucked this one up really, but it's okay. Right, again, just take that in here. And then this one. I've done them all like a little bit going out wide at the bottom for some reason on this corner, on this side. Don't know what that's about, but yeah. Right, and again, just take that across here like that. Right, okay. I had bought some other papers along. Oh, I've just cut the top of that tag, thrown it in the bin. Right. Okie dokie. So let's pop these down. So again, this is that ivory cardstock. And it's, you know, it's just perfect for backing these onto. So, okay, so around the tags. I mean, you probably could stitch these. Again, not probably great when you're doing a video, because it wouldn't be very interesting to watch. But yeah, I'm pretty sure you could stitch these, and they would be absolutely lovely stitched. So if I get time, I might make some stitched ones maybe after this series, because I think they'd be gorgeous, you know, like even nicer than these. So yeah, and I'm loving how these are turning out. So if they were stitched, they'd be absolutely Lovely, lovely, lovely. Okay. Like that. Okay. Like that. Okay, right, and then the final one was the steampunk one. So, I mean, hopefully we have got some different looks here, haven't we? Because, you know, they're quite different looking colours, aren't they? So that's the plan. Oops. Right. Take this one as close to the edge as I can, because then that will hopefully cut down on how much cutting I've got to do. Okay, right. Smoosh that down. Oops. Went a bit wonky there, didn't it? Oh, what was I saying about cutting down on the amount of cutting that I was going to have to do? Yeah, I'm now mucking this right up, look. Oh my goodness, not going well. Right, okay. So let's take this in and again cut sort of around the tag. I'm not going to cut down the, you know, the tag shape. I'm just going to literally snip this off here. Just so as I've got roughly a guide, so. Oops. Like that. Now the reason why you want to do this, and this was what I discovered with that first one, if you cut this loosely, i.e., you know, just left it like this, for example, you know, when you cut the back half in half, you might end up positioning your top, you know, your front piece in the wrong place, and then of course the back's not going to line up perfectly. So that's why I'm being a little bit more fussy than I had been with that first one. So it kind of hadn't really dawned on me until I made that first one that actually if I didn't line it up properly, it was going to be then tricky to line it up for the, you know, cutting of the back piece, getting the correct place, if that makes sense. So we've got these. Right, what we're going to do, we're going to then cut the back pieces. Okay, so again, just put them together. This one. Like that. Okie dokie. And then this one. Just take this one. Okay, right. So looking good. Now just check that my card slips into that pocket. Okay. Oh my goodness. Fiddly. This is very fiddly. So that's another thing. You want to have something reasonably solid or reasonably sturdy, because if it's very flimsy, you're going to struggle to get it into the pocket. Because it's quite a tight pocket, if it's a flimsy piece of card, it's going to bend and get damaged. So from that point of view, I would kind of recommend using something, you know, a bit more sturdy. Like I say, this craft coloured card, this is I think 250 GSM, which is lovely and sturdy, and I don't have to worry then at all. It's definitely going to be, you know, not crumpling or anything when I'm trying to squish it into the pocket. So there we go, and then just glue this one down. Okie dokie. Okay, let's bring this here. Right, that one. Okay. Just get getting the excess glue out from the, you know, where it seeps around the table. There we go. Right, that one. And then this one. Again, just check that this slots into your pocket on the bottom. Oops. Okay, so that one's going in pretty far actually. So yeah, I'm not being quite so fussy about how I'm marking this now, because it's got plenty of room in those pockets. I think I'm doing them perhaps even taller pockets than those first couple. So, you know, I don't need to worry so much, because I can see, you know, from a mile off that they're definitely going to fit in. Right. Bit disconcerting, because where I've cut that wonky, it's quite hard to actually see, you know, when that craft card's straight on there, because of course the picture's so wonky. Okay, again, glue this one down. Okay. Like that. Pull this down and then just, yep, pop that on there. Like that. Okay. Looking good. Okay, like that. Again, just mop up that excess glue. Okay. Oops. Looking good. And then just, yep, mop that out at the back. Okay. So that's that one. And then the final one, I just need to put in some more of the craft card, because now I've run out. Okay. There we go. So again, just take that down. It's quite narrow because, like I say, it's got to go into that pocket. So just check this out. Down and check. Oops. See what I mean? This one I think is a little bit wide for this. I mean, that glue was really only around the edge, but of course once you press it down and spread it, that glue then, you know, seeps right out, and then of course that pocket becomes narrower. So, oh my goodness, what shoddy cutting. Shoddy cutting. Okay, right. Let's pop that one in there. Oh my goodness, what's going on? Right, there we go. Like that. So, oops. Didn't check really how far that went in. That's where I could just end up misjudging it. Oh look, it goes in miles. So again, don't need to worry too much about that. So we'll just pop the glue down. Okay, like that. Oops. Try and get it a bit straighter. Like that. Okay. So again, just mop that glue and then just glue this piece down everywhere. Okay. Like that. Right, and then we're just going to pop this on. Sorry if you can hear the hoover, my son is hoovering now. He's yeah, he's quite tidy, to be honest. I'm sure he's horrified by my by my craft room. He's like the tidy one out of the three, you know, my three children. So yeah, well, my eldest son's not too bad actually, but yeah, definitely my middle son, he's very tidy. You know, his bedroom's kind of like pretty immaculate. Actually, to be fair, my daughter is getting much better. I mean, I've moaned about her a lot over the years, saying what a messy girl she is, but actually she's really improving as well. So yeah, it's just me now. I'm the one letting the side down, if I'm truthful, which is terrible, isn't it? Oh, Bo's here. Hello, gorgeous. Go in your bed, sweetie. Is the Hoover out? Go on, go in your bed. In your bed. Good girl. Oh, I love you, sweetheart. No, she didn't want to be in there. She's like, no. Even though the Hoover's on. Can't stand the mess in here. You can probably hear her. She's walking out of the room and she's having to trample across bags and all sorts of stuff to actually get out of the room. So no wonder she doesn't want to be in here. Right. This one's not gone very straight. Oh dear. Okay, well, it's not too bad actually. Yeah. Okay, let's cut this one down. You okay, gorgeous? Talking to Bo. She's still not coming in, but okay. Put this in here. Oh, that one's much better, much better. I don't know what was going on with that steampunk one. Don't know whether I'd, yeah, I don't know quite what I'd done, but it was kind of not slotting in quite in alignment. I'm sure it was something I've done, but who knows what. And again, you know, you could always round your corners of this piece that tucks in or something if you wanted to. You know, you don't have to leave it with square edges like I have. But that being said, I think the square edges are absolutely fine too. So, you know, just play around and kind of see what you think. But that is those. So let's decorate one or two of these. Like, I don't know how much time that we're going to have to decorate them, you know, because it's probably taken me quite a while to actually make them. But yeah, let's kind of just see. So I've got here some of the coloured book plates. I've got some of these ladies. I've got some of my bird toppers. I've got some of my number tabs. What else have I got? Oh, I've got quite a few bits here from my pink Parisian. These might be quite nice on one or two of these actually. Oh, these might be quite nice on here, to be honest. Right, let's try and kind of like do something a bit different. Oh, not that one, because I don't want to cover up that Royal Opera House, which is just gorgeous, isn't it? Let's do this one instead. So I'm thinking either this or this. So let's just try both. So yeah, these are the ephemera part from the pink Parisian kit. Which I just think this might go quite nicely on here. That's quite nice, isn't it? I must say. Yeah, quite like how that looks. And then I wonder if we could have maybe this label. This label might be going to be too big, but let's give it a try. Yeah, I think this is probably going to be too big, but let's see. Where's the top of the pocket? It's so well in, I can't actually see where the top of the pocket begins. So we could have it like that. And that's quite nice, isn't it? Yeah, I don't mind that. I wonder. I mean, that rosebud is kind of upside down then, but I don't mind that. I've also got some of the pink book plates, which, again, they maybe look quite nice. I've used these coloured book plates a lot lately. Yeah. Funny, isn't it? How you just go in phases of using things. But yeah, I've really used these quite a bit recently. Okay. I mean, to be fair, sometimes it's just what I happen to have printed out and, you know, handy on the desk. So that would account for some of it. Right. Now, I've also got some of these butterflies, which are just from the Junk Journal Basics kit too. I mean, they're not quite the right colour because these are kind of more blues, but I mean, that one's very blue, but well, it might look okay. Let's ink up the bits that I've just cut out. Oh, where's my blendy tool? I knew it was here, but I just couldn't see it. So, right, let's just take this. Just take this one. Probably more there would be better. As I have it with this label on here and this up here. I mean, that's quite cute, isn't it? Yeah, quite like that. Now, should we have a bit of lace from this? I was going to have some here, but what do we think? I mean, the lace there might be quite nice because it will show that that's a pocket, which, I mean, otherwise, to be honest, if you didn't know, you might not even realise. So let's put some of this down. Right, I'm just going to, yeah, let's cut this down quite thin. So just to go across that top of that pocket. Okay. Like that. Okay. And then like that. Actually, to be honest, could just have it like that. Why waste? Why waste that lace? So yeah, let's have it on there. Just going to cut that down. Okay, and just snip that off. Right, and this we're going to have like that, I think, and then just going to tuck this back in. Oops. Like that. Oops. Isn't that so lovely on that craft paper? It's really, really, really nice, isn't it? I mean, some things just work really nicely on the craft paper and some things obviously don't work quite so well, but these Paris papers, they French, sorry, the French collection papers, they are lovely on there. Haven't tried any of my Paris collection papers on the craft paper. It probably would look good too. Right, I'm just going to cut this down. Just try to make that a bit more jaggedy. Jaggedy raggedy. I can see sometimes whether it's the right way or the wrong way up. Right, do we want it like that and then this here? Or here, or right in the middle? I mean, that's quite nice. Or do we want this one like this? And then this one up here? Yeah, I like it like that, I think. So I don't know why I'm trying to put this over at the side. For some reason, I just think it looks a bit better over on the side rather than in the middle. So yeah, let's put this down. Again, I'm going to put this as another pocket. So then it will be like a bonus pocket piece. So yeah, let's put that over here. Like that. Just smoosh that down. Yeah, like that. And then this one, oops, this one I'm going to have here, over to the side. Like that. Yeah, I probably won't have time while I'm doing this series to do any of these stitched. which is such a shame, but I'm sure that some of you lovely ladies will do some stitched, and then of course we can all see them in the Facebook group. So yeah, don't be shy about obviously sharing your pictures, you know, and don't forget obviously that we are running a challenge with a giveaway competition. So yeah, check out the trailer for the details. Okay, there we go. Oh my gosh, isn't that just the most lovely tag? Absolutely love it. So I'm just going to ink around the edges. Now obviously this is craft card, it's, you know, not going to make a huge difference, but we'll go around the edges anyway. So, and to be honest, apart from anything else, what's quite handy is if I've got any bits that you can kind of see the ivory, it's just covering that up if nothing else. So it is worth inking. Just going to ink the back obviously, because otherwise it's just very stark ivory. There we go. Oh my goodness, I just absolutely love it. Isn't that gorgeous? Love, love, love that. Honestly, I've wanted to do these for so long, and actually they're nicer. They're nicer than I had hoped. So yeah, loving them. Right, let's do this steampunk one. So again, I'm going to just ink this up first. Don't know why I'm doing it first, but hey, let's just do it first. Okie dokie. So these are really nice for using, you know, some of your heavily patterned papers. So these steampunk papers, a lot of them are quite full on and they have quite big, you know, big images. These are perfect for papers with any kind of like big focal points on. I know that the, I think it's Stamperia, a lot of their papers, they have very big imagery, and yeah, they can be a little bit kind of intimidating, I think, sometimes when you see those big images, but this is like a perfect project for some of these. Right, I think these look a similar colour, so let's use that. Oops. Just going to cut those off because it makes it easier to cut it out. Okay. Oh my goodness, that's so yummy, isn't it? Yeah, love how that looks. So again, just cut around there. Okie dokie. Okay, and then, yeah, ink that up. Oh, I'm loving how that looks, to be honest. That's really, really pretty. Now, do we think we could get away with kind of, I don't know, one of those butterflies or anything? Probably there. I mean, it's probably not the best colour match, is it? But let's get one of these black labels and have one of these somewhere. Let's try just this one. So these are my labels set 2, I think. Oh no, no, I think these are the labels set 1 actually. Gosh, I'm so sorry. It's really hard to remember sometimes, honestly. Okay, again, this is kind of negligible how much that's going to actually show up, the inking, but let's just ink it anyway. Oh, that is cute, I have to say. Yeah, very cute. Now, what kind of lace do we want on here? So do we want like some lace across the pocket again, like we did on that other one? Because I did love how that looked. Do we want lace here on the book plate? Oops. Loving that. Oh, let me just again sort of try and just rough this edge up again. Just otherwise it looked very just straight across, which, you know, not very imaginative or interesting to look at really. Let me get my brads and we will just put a brad through there. Oh no, my paper tool's in here, or not in here, but on here. So yeah, let's put a couple of brads in here. Okay. Oh, you guys are going to have such a lot of fun with these. Who knows? Maybe I'm like late to the party and perhaps a lot of you have already tried these. But if you haven't, you are going to love them. So yeah, do have a play with these. Even if you're not going to be joining in the challenge, have a go with these anyway, because I'm pretty sure you're going to love them. But hey, if you're joining in the challenge, then even better. You know, that's going to be even better. So, right, again, just squishing this down on the desk. And then I'm going to have to trim those, what I call the legs off. So, oops, like that. Oh, come on, right. Okay. Okay, so we trim this one down here. And that one. Okay. Oops, and this one. I must have moved that brad round because I've just trimmed the leg off and then for some reason it spun round, and lo and behold, the leg's still visible, as as has happened with that now as well. Oh my goodness, what a disaster. Oh, come on. I think what I need to do actually is probably just trim that leg a little bit more. Hello, gorgeous. Have you come back now, sweetie? Come on in your bed. Hey, sweetie. I mean, she's literally looking like as if, I mean, how am I supposed to get round there? Come on, darling. No, she's again gone off. Come here, sweetie. Look. What's this? What's this? There we go. Moved your bed, darling. She wasn't appreciating her bed had like stuff dropping in it. Hey, who would appreciate that? Let's be honest. Who can blame her? No one really would want like rubbish dropping into their bed, would they? You know, just dropping off someone's desk into their sleeping space. I mean, that's not very nice, is it? Okay, but it's a sort of, you know, risk that you take, to be honest, in here. Right, so then I'm thinking this label up here. Now, I'm wondering what we should do as a tab or something for this. We didn't do a tab for that other one, which I kind of quite liked it without the tab. But this one, I think, yeah, we maybe should have a tab on this. So let's pop that down. Oops. Oh, not very straight at all. Okay. Yeah, I'm thinking a tab. So actually, I wonder if this is the right colour. Oh my goodness, that is perfect, isn't it? Absolutely perfect. So yeah, let's pop this through here. And again, I might use one of those eyelets, you know, that I used previously, that I said, you know, I wouldn't use the extra wide ones because that just seems like such a waste of those gorgeous wide ones. But yeah, let's use one of these. So just bring those across. Oh, what's that? What is that indeed? I wonder if they're like washers that you're supposed to put on the back. Shall I have a go? Hadn't noticed those before. I don't know whether they are or whether they're something that's kind of broken. Oh well, let's give it a try. Oh gosh. Well, we will if I ever manage to even feed the eyelet through. I don't know what's going on with me. Come on. Right, there we go. Let's try this. Because I wonder if we're supposed to do this. I don't know whether we are or not. Like I say, that might just be something that's, you know, broken off of some, but let's try it. What's that done? Oh, looks quite neat with that. Maybe you are supposed to. Oh, my tummy's rumbling now. I'm so sorry if you can hear it. Getting quite hungry. Right, okay. Let's move that. And then let's just quickly tie this in a bow at the top. Okay, not quite a lot here, so hopefully can make a more decent bow than I have done on a couple of these previous tags. Not today, not today's video, because I haven't done any bows yet. But okay, right, so again, just make your bow look nice, and then, I know I've said this billions of times before, but I always like to just put a little dab of hot glue in there, and it just not only holds the bow in place, you know, and saves it going kind of like wonky and looking strange, but also it will hold the bow together, you know, tied up. So, you know, it's a double whammy. There we go. Might just leave that with a long tail like that, I think. Oh my goodness, aren't these absolutely gorgeous? I really, really, really love these. So of course you've got journaling space on the bit that we're pulling out, you know, on that craft coloured card. And then you've also got your usual journaling space, obviously, on the back of your tag. So for some reason this one is not sliding in and out very well, but some of them are better than others, it's got to be said. I've obviously, yeah, probably that's a little bit wide or something like that. It's kind of getting caught somewhere, but anyway. So yeah, it's not, oh, it's not lined up. There we go, that's better. Aren't they just brilliant? Like I say, totally not my idea, you know, just something I've been wanting to try for ages, and oh my gosh, I love them so much. Oh, let's just quickly decorate one more. I just can't resist. So yeah, let's do this one. Just because this one looks to me like, ooh, what am I going to do with this? Because it's just that gorgeous vibrant blue. So let's just see what we could do with this. I don't know yet. I'm not sure what I'm going to be putting on here, to be honest. I hope I don't just make a big big hash of this and wish that I hadn't tried. Oh, right, let's have a look. Okay. Right, already I'm thinking, wonder if we've got any bits left over on here that we could use. Oh, that's a bit of a shame, isn't it? That one's not going to be quite right, so no, not those. Definitely not those. I'm just seeing what else I've got sort of loitering around on the desk. I mean, these are not really going to look good on there, are they? No. What have I got left from here? We could maybe use this. I don't know what this would look like, but let's just maybe tear this down. This might look really rubbish, but let's just see. But it's really great if you can actually then, you know, utilise kind of things that you've used elsewhere, isn't it? Where is that pocket? Honestly, you can't really see where the pockets are on these. It's weird. Oh, we could have it sideways on like that, to be honest. That's quite nice. And then, oh, I wonder if we could use this. Oh my gosh, that looks lovely. Yeah, right, let's do that. Just getting rid of stuff that's on the desk, which feels awesome. Okay. I mean, I did say in a previous video, maybe this series is going to clear a bit of room on the desk because, you know, I'm really trying my best not to pull in extra things. I'm trying to pull in only things that are literally here in the first place. So I don't know whether that's going to be, you know, consistent throughout the series, but yeah, it would be wicked if it worked. I don't know why. I think I've said wicked now twice in this video. I certainly said it twice today. Whether or not it was on this video, I'm not sure, but I have no idea where that's coming from. I seem to have regressed into my teenage self. Yeah, I do apologise for that. That's just weird. Don't know why I'm saying that word. I'm not even sure that anyone else says it, even at all these days. I was going to say in my house, but actually at all. Let's be honest, who uses that word these days? It's just weird, isn't it? Right, there we go. So that looks really pretty, doesn't it? And then actually, I've got this bow. So again, these are my bright bows printables. Okay. More stuff that was just laying around. So, yeah. I mean, this is not really making a dent, is it, in my stuff that's laying around, but, you know, it might eventually. That's the thing. Eventually we might have some sort of progress. Okay. Okie dokie. Let's just ink this up. Oh my gosh, doesn't that look lovely? Right, let me glue this lace down somewhere. Like that. Like that. Okay. Let's get this glued on. So I'm just going to hot glue this down because it's obviously, oops. Oh, I'm going to have to pull this out a bit. Otherwise it's quite disconcerting. You can't really see where the join is. Now, do we want this lower? More like that, I think. Yep. So yeah, I'm going to hot glue this because it's going across obviously on the lace and everywhere else. So we just hot glue this down. Okay, like that, and yep, like that. Oh, that looks very pretty, doesn't it? Very pretty. And then should we just have the bow? Don't want to actually cover any of those ladies' faces up. That's tricky because it's going to cover somebody's face, isn't it? Oh, what a shame. Let's have it up at the top. That's quite cute, isn't it? So I'm going to put lots of glue on this. You know, when we use the hot glue, a bit like a sort of foam dot. And I just do that by putting quite a thick layer on. And then when you put it down, don't press it too hard. And then it's going to have a bit of a 3D type effect. Like that, okay? Yeah, that looks lovely, doesn't it? Now, just see if we want to have any other bits from here, like up at the top. So let's just tear this bit out. My goodness, I don't know what's wrong with me. I'm so hungry. Literally starving. Okay, so we could have that like that, and maybe we could have that just on like some other lace or something. Just take that there. Whoops. Yeah, that's quite nice, isn't it? I'll just check that I don't want it this side. I think it's better here. Right, so let's just glue this down. Now, do we think that this tag needs a tab or doesn't need a tab? I can't actually decide. I mean, it's got quite a lot of stuff going on, if I'm truthful. So from that perspective, maybe it's got enough stuff going on and doesn't really need one. Let's just try this butterfly. That's quite pretty actually, isn't it? We could have the butterfly. I quite like it with the butterfly actually. So yeah, let's have the butterfly as a tab. So okay. So just going to glue it sort of, you know, just halfway up. So that I've got half, you know, half butterfly on and half butterfly off. So like that, like that. Okay, like that. Okie dokie. Right. Love how that looks. Isn't that so pretty? So yeah, obviously we've only decorated 3, but we've made, have we made 6 or 5? I'm not sure without looking. So let's pull them all in. So yep, these are the 3 that we have decorated. They look so pretty, don't they? And we've also got 3 left to decorate. So yeah, I don't think we did too badly because, you know, we have kind of, you know, done something reasonably fiddly here. So yeah, I really hope that you like them. Like I say, completely not my idea, and if Jessica ever watches this video, I just want to say a massive thank you. Very, very cool idea, and yeah, had wanted to try it for ages. So hope that you like them. I really hope that you're filled with inspiration. I really, really hope that you're joining in the challenge. And yeah, thank you so much for watching. Really appreciate a big thumbs up to this video, and I will see you guys in the next video. Thanks so much then. Bye.